Happy birthday, Aries. So just gonna see what's going on for you in the upcoming year. Let's see what Spirit wants to say, what you should be ready for. Spirits, angels, guides, ancestors, archangels, ascending masters. Please help me give a clear, accurate message for Aries and what's coming up for them in the year ahead. Because it's their birthday. Okay. Okay. So, looks like you could have quite a few options. Maybe you're re-looking looking at your past. There could be some love coming in or a heart opening event, like opening your heart chakra. Also seeing some strength, letting go of something that's been, I guess, controlling you in some kind of way. That's what I feel like. So I see you letting go of something. I see success coming. So this could be about work, it could be about love, it could be about just making good decisions too, you know. This heart activation, it could start, okay, so if it's love, it could be like starting with a message, like someone new entering your life. If it is, you, you know, just like open your heart chakra opening, then it could be about something that you're learning, some kind of new thing you're learning. Could be going back to school and really loving it, feeling inspired. Yeah. So, okay, so what you're thinking about up here, I feel like, is maybe that you missed an opportunity with something. It could be work, it could be love, they're both here. But Wheel of Fortune, which is coming in, there you go. So yeah, so there's, I think maybe what you're trying to figure out is possibly about a love situation, you know. That's what it looks like. It looks like there's love coming in. So we're in March, right? March. So March, April, and May, I think you're going to be doing a lot of thinking. June, July, August, I feel like something's shifting, something's turning, like in the love area, in your personal heart chakra. June, July, August, September, October, and November. It could be something like changing in your work. You know, like you maybe are getting some kind of really cool idea and going for it. It could be like a partnership, you know, joining forces with someone else. It looks to me like this is kind of like good for you, you know, whatever this work thing is. It could be that you're working on something in private, you know, or with one person. As far as like what you're releasing, I feel like you're releasing some kind of, it looks like it's some kind of passionate relationship. And I think what you're doing is realizing a deeper relationship with your higher self here with the Nine of Pentacles. But at any rate, what's happening is you're finding this Nine of Pentacles here. And this is that relationship with your higher self. This is about creating your own money, right? Being led by your higher self to be completely independent, like financially, is what I am seeing happening here. I want to ask about a couple of these questions, these cards here, like the Four Cups. What did you feel like you missed out on? What do you feel like you missed out on here? Because you're looking back at your past, and I feel like what you're seeing is like, well, you're seeing everything that you've gone through, you know, you're thinking about it. And I see that you're looking and you're seeing your successes, but you're also seeing things that maybe you could have done differently. This is about your self-care. Maybe that's what you're looking at. You're like, man, I've been like in this stuck thing, with this stuck feeling, and I'm not really even taking care of myself. Yeah, self-worth comes out too. So I kind of feel like in this first little bit after your birthday, I feel like there's something here where you're going to realize, you know, instead of like maybe beating yourself up, maybe realizing all the good shit that you've done too. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like, because you have the Six of Wands there, which is like success and growth and fame and fortune, you know. So, Spirit, tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. What's the wheel bringing in for Aries this year? Gratitude. So they might be showing you all the things you have to be grateful for, you know. I don't have my chat on today. I'm sorry, you guys, but I'm not doing personal readings. Okay, so tell me what the Devil card is. What is this Devil card over here? Okay. So it has something to do with the divine masculine. So I feel like you were really vulnerable in this situation, and maybe you gave them everything, you know. But I feel like you're releasing it. Yeah. It's kind of like whatever happened with somebody, right? It's time to release it. Like it's time to stop hanging on to it. Because I feel like it's got something to do with passion for sure. Like I feel like you thought you had some kind of new beginning, and maybe you even loved them, but maybe the wheel is saying like it's almost time for you to realize your independence. And I think we all need to get to that place where we know that what we really need is just ourself, you know. Like we're completely, sometimes we rely on other people and it's just not right, and it's just not really, I mean, I know that's the way we're conditioned to believe that, but I feel like it's important for us to know our own independence too, what we can do for ourselves, you know. So I do feel like there's love coming in. Yeah, I think this thing with this relationship that you really wanted really bad, I feel like it kind of like, I don't know, it kind of took over, right? But I feel like what's happening is there's like spirits working with you here with this Ace of Wands. Like they're giving you new ideas, new messages, if you're open to receive, you know. And I think maybe what they are is what the messages are about are, it's about being dependent on yourself, your higher self, you know, and like realizing the bigger picture, because that thing was toxic for some reason. It was like someone swooped in and like took advantage of you while you were vulnerable, is what it looks like. And I think you're releasing it here. So I feel like there's big epiphanies coming in. Tell me what's going on with the work card. Tell me what's going on with the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is what you're doing in your thoughts. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting here thinking of new things to start. So whatever that might be for you, you know, like pay attention. It's spirit, like giving you new ideas, because what they want you to know is that you can constantly always depend on them for advice and direction in your life. And I think that that's what's happening here. It's almost like maybe what you're getting a big dose of is your thoughts becoming reality, because I feel like you're thinking about things, and what you think about, you bring about, right? I do feel like what you're realizing is maybe how much you've learned, how much you've grown, and who you really are at this point in life, you know? And I think that you're starting to manifest things with your thoughts, you know, and they're actually real good ideas. I have the spring card here, so I feel like, you know, like even though I was kind of sectioning these off, I feel like, you know, this could be happening now. These really great ideas that are going to lead to prosperity and your own, like Nine of Pentacles, like you're finding that realization on your own, like, oh my God, I really don't really need an outside interference here. I'm good, you know? So I feel like there's a big awakening stuff here. I'm going to ask what this heart activation is. Why is the King of Cups here for Aries? Because it could be a person coming in. You know, the North Node is in Aries too. So if you're watching for your North Node sign, I mean, yeah, there's an awakening. Because I feel like, you know, there's something going on here where, I don't know, you're avoiding people, you're closed off, you're hanging into your own self. And so Aries in the North Node, you know, or the North Node in Aries would be directing every person on the planet toward, you know, this kind of energy, Emperor kind of energy, you know, like I can create anything I want. So I kind of feel like you know, that's what this looks like to me. You know, Spirit is giving you messages, and it's going to lead to great abundance here. And I do see love. I do see love. But I feel like there's a lot of things that have to be kind of cleaned up in your own energy. Like, how are you taking care of yourself? You know, are you are you on? Uh, are you working on that? You know what I'm saying? Like self love. Like, how do you love yourself? How are you doing that? You know, are you um, drinking plenty of water? Are you, you know, think of all those things that are good for body, mind, soul. And are you doing those things? Because it looks like you're just so deep in thought here that you're not really getting the messages at some point, you know, in your year. But what I feel like is like that's the shift, you know, like Spirit is working with you. You're having a full on awakening here. That's why the King of Cups is here. It's like your higher self coming out and reminding you of who you are, and who that whole soul piece is pure love, right? And so I feel like you're having an awakening. Um, and like I said, this release of this, I don't know what the devil card represents. I feel like it's you, you know, someone that you loved or you thought you did. I think what's happening is maybe you're realizing what love really is and what it really isn't. And maybe what you thought was love was really kind of, I don't know, some kind of passionate thing, you know? It didn't really go deeper than that. But it made you feel worthless, really, like you weren't enough, you know? And so that's what needs to be let go of, you know, because it's those kinds of thoughts that control us, you know, like if you feel like you're not good enough for anybody, then, I mean, the cycle just continues. You just keep attracting those same kind of people. So take the time and do this work, is what I'm feeling. The message is, you know, like work on yourself, trust yourself. Aries, the card for you is the Emperor. So there's seriously nothing you can't really do if you set your mind to it. What you think about, you bring about. So what are you thinking about? Stay in the present. Stay focused on what you do have. I feel like this is really important in order to shift the energy and get you out of this shithole place that you've been, you know, that you're in over here. And then open to receive messages from your higher self, because this is where they want to take you. And to me, I mean, honestly, in the minor arcana, I feel like this is the place to be. This place right here. You know, money growing on trees. You're not even worried about money. You're just engaging with life, you know, with nature. And money just comes to you. And you realize it. You know, you realize that. And that's a pretty big thing. So your thoughts become reality in this year. You're going to see it. And I think it has to do with money, work, new ideas. And I think that it has to do with right now, you know, because we're in the spring and that's what this card is saying, you know. So that's what I'm seeing. Spirit, give me some advice for these guys. Let's get a caution advice. Let's get advice from the caution for Aries birthday reading. Okay, yeah. So what's happening is you're ending this karmic cycle, which makes sense because we're right by this first eclipse, which is in Libra, which is South Node, which is karma. And it's an eclipse, it's a full moon, so it means it's come to fruition. It's time for something new. And that's what it's saying to me. Like, you know, so things that have been going on in your past that are like on repeat, that's what you're thinking about right here. You know, you're thinking about that. And what you're thinking about is the things that you won and the things that you lost, you know. And the King of Scrolls here. So realizing and understanding who you are, how much knowledge you have, how much knowledge you've learned from all these cups, right? So instead of like we're looking at like, man, I really screwed up. I mean, instead, I feel like what you're doing is understanding like, wow, what a ride I've been on. You know what I mean? Like, you're not blaming yourself. You're not. You're loving yourself here. Your higher self is coming to the surface and showing you a lot of things about yourself. You know, that you're kind, that you're loving, that you're strong, you know, as a human. And also that you're capable of like making whatever you want happen. So that's what I feel like. I feel like you're getting clear. And I think that once this karmic thing closes out, and it's going to happen, it's going to happen, you guys. We got 2 eclipses, so get ready. Because I feel like this old way of feeling is going to be replaced with new stuff. New stuff where you're like loving yourself, where you're grateful for everything, where you're, you know, like I feel like that's what's happening, a big shift in the way, I guess, in your awareness is what I want to say. Because see here, like those messages are coming in, and I think that you're definitely open to receive once you offload this devil energy, right? So let's talk about that devil energy, because it could be a million things. It doesn't have to be somebody, but it looks like it could be. But for one thing, it's this feeling that you're not enough. It's like putting on a false front for people and being what what you feel like they want to see. You know, that's who you are being instead of your authentic self. And guarded, you know, guarded and vulnerable deep inside, which makes you, I mean, I think it's a lesson that we all go through, vulnerability, but devil, it can also mean like hiding from your feelings. You know what I mean? Like numbing your feelings, right? Devil energy can be alcohol, it can be drugs, it can be overeating, it can be severe depression, it could be fear, you know, like something. But I feel like there's just something coming in that's gonna like snap you out of it. And that's what it is. It's these two things. It's like a third eye chakra opening moment where you realize, oh my God, life isn't just about the things I feel like I've failed at. It's about the wins too, you know, and you're winning. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Aries, and I hope that all that made sense for you. And I'm wishing you a very happy birthday. And yeah, love you guys. Have a great day.